The story of the medieval Irish harp by Vaughan.
This is our class. We're all playing traditional Irish music with Miss Vaughan. We play lots of different instruments. This is me, Roy. I played the banjo. We watched a PowerPoint presentation all about the history of the harp in one of our music classes. We learned all about the history of the harp in Ireland.
The medieval Irish harp is the oldest known Irish traditional instrument.
The harp is to be found in the oldest Irish stone carving. Pictures of the Irish harp are to be found as early as in the Book of Kells from early Christian Ireland in 700 AD.
The harp is the oldest known musical entertainment in Ireland. It can be seen in some ancient drawings of feasts and festivals in Ireland.
Harpers were highly respected and lived and worked for the chieftains and the rich people of Ireland.
This is O'Carlin, who was the blind harper. He wrote a lot of harp music, for example, O'Carlin's Concerto and Planxty Irwin.
This is Edward Bunting, who collected and wrote down all the music at the Belfast Harp Festival. He was 19. This is Brian Boru. The most famous and oldest known preserved harp in Ireland is called the Brian Boru harp. Legend has it that this harp belonged to Brian Boru. It is protected in a glass case in the library of Trinity College, Dublin.
This is Trinity College in Dublin. I would love to go there one day.
This is the library in Trinity College.
Here is Queen Elizabeth visiting the Brian Boru harp in Trinity during the summer of 2011. How things have moved on since Cromwell's time and her ancestor Queen Elizabeth, who ordered all Irish harpers to stop playing Irish music.
This is the President's flag of Ireland with the symbol of the harp. We saw it at the President Higgins presidential inauguration in November 2011.
The Irish harp is to be found on all Irish government documents, including passports and driving licenses.
The Irish harp is found on many Irish crests.
The harp is found on Trinity College Dublin's crest.
The Irish harp is on our euro coin.
The Irish harp was on our old coins before the euro.
The harp is part of the logo of Ireland's most famous brand and export of the beer Guinness. The harp is an ancient instrument that is found throughout the world. This is a famous Scottish medieval harp. It looks like our Brian Boru's harp. It is really beautiful. This is an important part of Scotland's heritage, just like the Brian Boru's harp is to us in Ireland. This is the Lamont harp Miss Vaughan plays. Paul Dooley made it. It is a replica of the traditional Welsh medieval harp, similar to Brian Boru's harp.
This is the Irish medieval harp, the Brian Boru harp.
This is Paul Dooley. He plays a steel-stringed medieval harp with his fingernails in the old Asian traditional style. He lives in Estymon, County Clare.
This is his workshop where he makes harps.
These are pieces of wood that are used to make the harps in Paul's workshop.
Here is a replica of the Brian Boru harp that Paul made for an exhibition of handmade instruments.
This is the finished replica Brian Boru harp at the exhibition. The Celtic harp is much bigger than the medieval harp. This is the pedal harp that is used in orchestras to play classical music. Here's a picture of the classical pedal harp beside the small medieval Irish harp. Look at this harp. It has 3 rows of strings. Here is a traditional harp that is played in India. This is a traditional Nigerian harp. We learned all about the blind harpers. We couldn't believe it. How did they do it? Miss Vaughan played the harp for us. It was so relaxing. It was so calming as well.
I can play the fiddle and whistle, but this was so different. I loved it, but it's impossible, I think.
Here's Roy and Emma learning about hand and finger precisions.
This is me, John McDonough. We drew pictures of the harp in art class. It was fun.
I loved drawing the harp.
This is me, Sabrina, Julina and Denisa are drawing the harp. Here are more awesome musicians from 5th and 6th who have learned all about the harp as well.
That's the end. Hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Slide!